Okay, Assalamualaikum. So basically, this part of the lab will be your digital circuit analysis lab or portion of the lab. So in this, basically, you have to analyze the circuit, write its truth table, and guess that how the following or the like make made circuit is working. Before that, let me show you something that I have connected all these strips in parallel. For example, see, this strip is connected by this blue strip through this wire, black wire. Similarly, this again, all blue strips are connected through the wire. Why I have done this? So as so that I can easily pick 5 volt or 0 volt from any of these four strips. Therefore, I have first of all connected all these four strips in parallel. For example, see, this is a gate IC. Now, as you know that gate IC requires power to uh, work. So, as you know that seventh pin should be connected to the ground. So, by the help of this wire, I have connected it to the ground because I have connected all these blue strips with the ground. See, and this strip too. And to give it 5 volts, I have connected this pin through this wire to 5 volt. See, this strip, as you know that, as I have already told that this strip will be, this red strip will be now 5 volt strip, and the blue strip will be ground or zero strip. So whenever or wherever I need 5 volt, I will simply pick it from any red line, and whenever I need a ground, I will simply pick it from any blue line. Therefore, I have short circuited all these lines. Second thing, similarly, three I have used three ICs in the circuit, three gate ICs in the circuit, and to power it up, I have connected it like the same way. Negative is given from this strip, positive is given from this strip. See, red strip. Again, the ground or negative is given from this blue strip, and 14 pin is the power strip. It is given from this strip. Okay. Second thing, there are three inputs to the circuit. How can you say that? Because I have connected three pull down resistors here, and I have already told you in the class that pull down resistors are connected in the on the input to protect the circuit from garbage values. See, I have connected a resistor from the pin to the ground. See, the blue strip. Similarly, this from the pin to the blue strip. Similarly, this. So there are three basically inputs. First one, second one, and third one. Okay. Uh, this is IC number 7404. The output of this IC, see, there is one input and one output, so you can conclude that there would be this would be an NOT gate. The output of this IC is connected as an input to the other IC, and the other IC is 7408, and its second input is the second input of the circuit. Again, the output of this second IC, see, the output of this second IC through this wire is connected as an input to the third IC, that is 7432, and the second input of it is our third output of the circuit, and the final output from this IC is given to the LED, which is in series with the resistor and connected to the ground, and resistor is to protect the LED. Okay, so I will give it input, you will analyze the output, write its logic expression, its logic circuit, and its truth table. So let's move on. Okay, so I have given it power through the DC power supplies 5 volt fixed terminal, and I have provided that only at one position it will automatically be transferred to every strip and indirectly to every IC. You can check it through your multimeter by placing it to voltmeter, that either the full voltage is coming across all the ICs or not. So I will connect it from 7 and 14 to check either it's coming. So it's coming 5 volt. The negative shows that I've connected the leads the wrong way. So I've already checked it, it is coming. Okay, so there are 3 inputs. Now you have to analyze the circuit, see what am I doing. For understanding, let's call this input X, this input Y, and this input Z. So for now, X, Y, Z, all of them are 0 and there is no output. See, now when X is equal to 0 and now when X is equal to 1, see, I am simply connecting it to 5 volt terminal to give it 1. As you know that 5 is on the red terminals, red strip, so connected it this. The 0 is already coming through the pull down resistors, so you don't need to connect the other two to the 0. Okay, X is equal to 0, X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 0, Z is equal to 0. It's the output is still equals to 0. Now Y, let's give Y equals to 1. So here Y is equals to 1, X is equal to 0, Z is equal to 0, the output is 1. See, the LED is glowing. Okay, now Z is equal to 1 and other two equal to 0, the output still exists. So at only when X was equals to 1 there was no output, but there was an output when Y and Z was equals to 1. Okay, now check at all equals to 1, 1, 1 and 1. Again there is an output. So at 1 1 1 there is an output. At X is equals to 1, Y is equals to 1 and Z is equals to 0, there is no output. Okay, at X is equal to 0, Y and Z is equals to 1, there is an output. So 0 1 1 is equals to 1. Okay, now X and Z equals to 1 and there still exists an output. At all equals to 1, at all equals to 0, there is no output. See, there is no output. So with the help of these readings and obviously the names of the ICs are also given, so you can simply draw the circuit using the ICs too. There is a NOT and you can check for 7408 and 7432. I am again discussing it. See, there is this input is X, the output is X is fed as an input to the second IC, which second input is our second input of the circuit. The output of this IC is fed as an input to the third gate, and its second input is the third input of the whole circuit, and then the final output is given to the LED. So basically this circuit has three inputs, one output. Again, you will make truth table, circuit diagram and logic expression for this circuit. Okay, the office.